Hello, my name is Max Talyarov. I'm a co-founder and CTO of Property Tax Fox. Today I will be your host and we'll talk about buying properties with high property taxes. Who is Property Tax Fox? Property Tax Fox helps homeowners to lower their property taxes. We have developed a unique property tax analysis and research cloud-based platform that allows any real estate professional to analyze property taxes of any residential property in a clear and transparent manner, instantly and for free. For most clients and realtors, property taxes are confusing and difficult to understand, but there is a smarter way to efficiently help your clients understand property taxes. So just kick back and relax, and let Property Tax Fox have your back when it comes to property taxes. Before we begin, let's go ahead and set up the account on Property Tax Fox. This is a free account that you can use to follow through during the presentation, and we're gonna really help you understand how to properly analyze property taxes with our platform for your advantage. So before we begin, go to propertytaxfox.com/sign up and enter your first name, last name, email, specify the passwords, and in a drop-down, pick real estate agent, enter the company name, and please enter this affiliate code. You would need this to sign up to use our platform. Go ahead, select that you confirm that you're 18 years of age and older, and read terms of use for our site, and select the checkbox next to it in agreement. Click on Create an Account button, and you will receive a support email from us in your inbox. Follow instruction on that email to activate your account and start using our platform. When you do it, you'll realize that our dashboard is very simple to use. It literally allows you to enter the property address or PIN for any property that you'd like to analyze, specify whether or not this property was purchased in the last 3 years, and the system will automatically use that information to determine the right analysis to run on property taxes for that specific property, and will give you a comprehensive analysis information back. Based on the analysis and on the next screen, it would be easy for you to generate a property tax analysis report for that property. This report is both marketing information for you and the information for your client and instructions on how to purchase the appeal for this property on our website. On the upper right corner, you will see it's going to say your name and your company information. So the client always know who ran this report, who is trying to help them, and would always appreciate your gesture. You're also going to see here a discount code. This is the discount code that can be used to purchase the appeal on our website. As well, you will see that because of the agent, you immediately get $100 off on your appeal. The information below will be the main part of the report and list all the tax analysis information about the property. You will see the current taxes, current year taxes, the fair taxes, the amount of potential savings for 1 year and for the next X number of years, either based on the reassessment cycle. You'll see our guarantee. On the bottom left, you'll see how to start instructions that will tell the homeowner how to purchase the appeal from our website. And always, if you need any help, you can contact us either by email or by calling us at this number so we can provide more information to you or your client about property taxes on this property, on any of your properties. So let's go ahead and try it. So you'll know how to use the system real time, and you'll see me using the system in real time. I'm gonna go to propertytaxfox.com. I already have an account, so I'm just gonna click login. I'm gonna log in into my dashboard. Here on my dashboard, I'm going to see, and you can change your avatar. You'll see your company information, your name, your affiliate code or discount code. Immediately, you'll see that you're going to be able to offer your clients 25% off the appeal fees. And once again, here you would be able to enter the property address or PIN to start your analysis on your client's property. So let me do the analysis for the seller. And usually there are two ways to run the analysis. It's either for the seller or the buyer. The seller, we assume that the property was owned for more than 3 years, and so you don't need to specify the purchase price. On the buyer, always go ahead and specify the list price. This will help you run the correct analysis and get the correct data back as part of any results. So I'm going to enter 1316 Esther Drive, Esther Street. This is this property in Lincoln Park. I'm going to do it for the seller. I'm going to click review my property taxes. The system will automatically provide me with the analysis of property taxes on this property. I can see here that we currently have only 2018 assessment. The 2019 assessment has not been released for this property. So the current tax amount without exemption is $121,000. I can see all of the exemptions that were granted to the homeowner, and my total tax bill for this property should be about $120,000 for this year. This is actually correct. If you go to the Treasury's website, you'll be able to verify this amount. Based on the analysis, based on analysis performed for this property, we can see that the fair tax value for this property is about $103,000, which means that the owner is overpaying their property taxes by $16,000, close to $17,000. If they would appeal and get this reduction from the assessor, they potentially can save close to $33,000, $34,000 in taxes over the next 2 years until the next reassessment. This is huge. This is something that homeowners do not realize right now. Nobody really realizes how much they're overpaying and underpaying or paying fairly. So it's very important information just to know. And this is something that you can really help your clients realize and understand when selling the property, buying a property, or for existing clients who currently own the properties. To generate the report based on this information, just click on the Get Report button, and the system will automatically generate a PDF version of the report that's going to have its own URL, and you can mail to your client or print and give them during the meeting. So I'm going to click Open the Report. And this is the report. This is exactly what I showed you before. It has your information, property tax analysis information, how to start section, and ability for the client to contact us after getting this report. This is how simple it is. Our system breaks down the complexity of property taxes and literally makes it as a 1, 2, 3. You enter your property, you click on the button to analyze your taxes, you review the results, and you print the report for your client. This is how simple it is. Now let's go ahead and discuss the real estate industry and the difficulties that real estate agents face in today's environment. And before we begin, I want to bring your attention to the quote from Marky Lemons. She's a social media speaker and a Facebook Live host who's very outspoken in the real estate industry. She has a lot of podcasts, and in one of her recent podcasts, she said, the real estate industry has matured to a point where agents are becoming commodities. While this is good for a consumer, it is difficult for real estate agents who have set themselves apart. And this is so true. Based on our conversation with real estate professionals all over Illinois on different shows or during the meetings, we realized that referral business is shrinking for most of them. 90% of clients start property search online. Consumers are more educated than ever because all the data is online. It is difficult for realtors to differentiate themselves from others. It is also difficult to find an excuse to stay in contact with your previous clients. It seems like it's difficult to find an excuse to call them because all the data you have, they also have. It's all available online. And so for the real estate agent, it's very difficult to identify a set of unique money-making, saving touch points that they can use in your service marketing plan to really stay in touch with clients throughout the year. So the client always knows that this real estate agent, my real estate agent, has the best intentions for me, financially, personally, whatever. And for any real estate need, I need to go to that person. Property taxes really affect every aspect of the real estate transactions. It starts with sale or purchase. It continues at closing, mortgage qualification, property ownership, which ultimately results in the monthly mortgage payment. Since property taxes are the highest expense, except interest, on your home, they directly impact the amount of mortgage payment that you're going to pay every month to the bank. So the higher the taxes, the higher your mortgage payment, and it's going to continuously change from time to time, depends on where your taxes are heading and if they increase or decrease by the county. Unfortunately, most of the clients don't talk to property tax attorneys. They think that real estate professionals supposed to know all of this information, and they come with property tax related questions to realtors during the transaction or after the transaction. A lot of those questions are very simple, if you ask me, but they present a challenge to the real estate professionals. Some of those questions are, what my taxes will be after the purchase? What is the taxes at price X versus price Y? Are the taxes too high for the property I'm going to purchase? Or why is my property has not been sold or is not selling? And why the taxes are affecting this or causing this? Can I reduce the property taxes further after the appeal, and what can be done? Is there exemptions I can apply for? What should be my tax credit at the closing? Can my taxes increase during remodeling? There are tons of different questions that homeowners ask to the realtors. And for realtors, because this is not their core competency, they're always having a difficult time to answer those questions. And they can't. So it gives them a lot of headache, stress, and in our age of convenience, where everything has to be provided to you back right away, and all the answers should be given to you back right away, they feel very stressed about it because taxes is one of those things that they cannot answer or provide information on immediately when I'm talking to you. And this is where Property Tax Fox can help. Property Tax Fox makes taxes simple for the real estate professionals and their clients. We'll help you understand clients' property taxes. We'll help you develop proper tax strategies for your client at the time of selling the property, buying the property, or simply owning the property. We help you execute the right strategy. And the most important of all, we help you save money. We're going to help you save the client's money and your money. We do this for one reason and one reason only. We want to help you achieve your goals. We want to provide you with new value-add services that you can offer to your clients. We want you to differentiate yourself from other agents. We want to become a real subject matter expert when it comes to everything real estate. This will help you grow loyalty and improve your bottom line with more referrals. Why? Because you're always trying to save client money. And this is going to help you grow your business. So how do you manage the purchase? For the buyer, they want to usually sell the property very fast because maybe they already have another property lined up and in the process of being purchased. They're hoping to find a great deal. They're hoping to find the smart deal and to buy smart and save money on a purchase, because in real estate, you make money when you purchase the property, not when you sell it. And everybody wants to pay the least amount for the property and get the best property ever. When it comes to the realtor really have to understand the market. They have to identify the right property for the buyer. They have to get as much information as possible for that property. They want to close the transaction quickly, hopefully within the same months or 2 months, so they can move on and help other clients and improve their business. During the transaction, they will always want to save the client money. And they really feel that they need to be this knight in the shining armor for their client, so they can be everything for the client. So the client knows that anything they need, they can get from an agent. But it also comes with its own point of, with its own stress and problems. Property taxes is one of the biggest problems that realtor may experience while buying a property for the homeowner. Nobody really pays attention to property taxes right away, but good deals are there for the reason. If the property is on the market for a very long period of time, there is a reason why the property is on the market. It has nothing to do with the price, but it can be everything to do with property taxes. A lot of times, property taxes may force the client to abandon purchasing a property, and he may decide or she may decide to go and start looking for another property. Property taxes will increase the engagement time with the client. It will cause frustration and stress to the buyer, and possibly for you as a real estate agent, and they can cause you to lose the client. Because if you were not able to close and negotiate a deal on a property that they like, it's very possible, since most of the clients don't have this attachment to the real estate agents, they may find another property with another agent and just move on. Unfortunately, this happens more often than not in today's industry. So it's very important for you to be on top of it and be able to do everything possible to save the transaction. So Property Tax Fox can help you in this as well. We have instant property tax analysis that you can run for any of the property, buying or selling. We can estimate tax overpayments for the seller. We can estimate tax overpayments for the buyer. Using that information, you can develop proper tax strategy for your client. You can eliminate tax-related questions from your buyer by providing the right information at the right time. And you can use that information to find an edge to negotiate and buy the property at the lowest price. This is very important because something like this is not currently available on the market. It's not like you can call the attorney, ask him all of these questions, get an immediate response, formulate the strategy, and get this taken care of. It really doesn't work with a regular attorney. So here's an example of how to buy the property, and we'll use a real life example. This is a property in Lincoln Park. The owner of the property is overpaying a lot on property taxes. And if you look at the property, this is the property we just analyzed at the beginning of this presentation. Remember, the owner of this property overpaid about $17,000 in property taxes at the time of sale. Well, as an agent who has the buyer who likes this property, you can really take advantage of this information. First, of course, you would have to analyze property taxes on the homeowner, on the seller, and understand what is their tax profile and how much they're overpaying on property taxes. Then you want to use the listing price or the price that you think you might be able to buy this property for to analyze the property taxes for the buyer. And you will see how much will the buyer be overpaying the property taxes or not overpaying based on the purchase price. You can use this information to develop the proper tax management strategy and negotiation strategy with the seller. You can provide both the PTAs, which is a property tax analysis reports, to the client. And you can also advise client regarding property tax exemptions and the credit at the closing. Simply by running a couple of reports on this property, you can get all of this information and be a tremendous help to your client to save a lot of money. At this point, let's go ahead and I'll show you exactly how we would analyze property taxes for the buyer, because it's important to see. So this is the analysis of the seller. You can see that the seller is overpaying close to $17,000 on property taxes. Let's do exactly the same for the buyer, because we're talking about buying the property. And I'm going to enter the listing price on the property. This was $5.2 million. This is the market value of the property that the seller's agent decided to put as a sales price. We're going to pick the future closing date because the property, we're still in the process of negotiation. And I'm going to click on review my property taxes. As you can see, based on the purchase price of $5.2 million, the buyer will be actually overpaying $19,000, which is so much more than $17,000 overpaid by the seller. So now you can use this information to negotiate on the listing price with the seller. But you already know that regardless how this negotiation will go, the buyer will be able to save $19,000 on property taxes after the purchase by simply appealing their property taxes with the county. This is huge because you know that every dollar that you're gonna reduce the listing price by will be reflected in increased savings on property taxes for the buyer. And this is very important information because if I was buying a property and I saw that the house that I like to buy is been overassessed and will be overpaying $16,000 in taxes, I would say, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take another mortgage to pay for property taxes on this property. Let's go find something else. And this will be difficult for you as an agent because you would have to spend another month with me and more of your time just to get me find the house and move on to the next client. But if I know upfront that I can save $19,000 and at the closing I'm gonna get so much more money as part of the tax credit, this is a huge deal that cannot be underestimated. So what we're asking you as the real estate professional is use our service when you need help. We offer white label property tax analysis report as already shown you. We also help you generate email campaigns for your future and existing clients so you can share their tax information with them and make them realize if they need to do something about it to lower their property taxes. We can help you run batch analysis on multiple contacts in your database or CRM. So you don't have to analyze each property individually one by one. We can analyze all of them for you at once. In the future versions of our platform, which is going to be released pretty soon, we're also going to be offering gifting. The gifting is a very important and also very powerful way to say thank you to your existing clients. Right now, nobody was able to apply gifting to property tax appeals. Why? Because Was everybody working on contingency? Nobody really knew how much they're gonna wind up paying for that gift. Is it $300? Is it $500? Is it $1,000? Right now with our service, because of the flat fee appeals, you always know how much you're gonna pay. And we can actually work on pricing with you to make it even more cost effective. Currently, most of the buyers get from $500 to $1,000 in gifts from the agent. But with our service, the value of the gift is so much more, because it's not only the purchase price of the and the fee of the appeal, but it also the amount of savings the buyer will realize with the appeal. So if the buyer, if you know that the buyer can save $2,000 in property taxes after the purchase, and you give them the appeal valued at $300, your real gift to that homeowner is $2,300. And this is much more than any other gift that you can give them financially. We can also use Facebook and BombBomb videos to create customized and very personal email campaigns to your clients, which is a very powerful way to stay in touch throughout the year with all of your clients. With this in mind, I would like to ask you to partner with us. Our benefits include free tax analysis and research, free client consultations, comprehensive property tax reports, appeal vendor discounts, agent marketing tools, and gifting. The future of property tax analysis and marketing is here, and it's presented to you by Property Tax Fox. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send them to me or write them in a chat window so I can respond to them promptly. Thank you. With this, I would like to conclude my presentation.
Woohoo!
Yeah.